Man, if y'all thought things were heating up in BMF, episode 8 just threw gasoline on the fire. This episode wasted no time. First of all, let's talk about your girl Purdy. Girl been hanging on by a thread for the past few episodes, and now that thread finally snapped, she's gone. And as messed up as it is, let's be real, they dragged her story for way too long. She should have been up out of here the moment she got popped instead. We've been stuck watching this slow downfall like it was some tragic love song, but ain't. No happy ending, and the way she went out, odd, straight setup, and who was behind it? Yup. Your boy Tell, same dude who been skating by for way too long like. How many times y'all gonna pull a strap on this man and not finish the job? Every time I see him on screen, I'm like, why is he still breathing? Know what I'm saying? He keeps slipping through the cracks and now it's costing people their lives. That boy is poison. And it's past time he got smoked, but what really got me is how calm and calculated he was about it. He knew exactly what he was doing when he put those drugs in her hands. And the moment she went down, he ain't blink, cold-blooded. And y'all already know what that means. Meech and Terry gonna have to step up and clean this up quick before it spirals even worse. But you can already feel it, man. The pressure, it's building, people losing focus. Distractions everywhere, and Tell, he's using that chaos to his advantage. It's only a matter of time before somebody catches him lacking, but right now, he's sitting way too comfortable. Now let's shift gears to your boy B Mickey, bruh. I don't know what kind of invisible cloak he wearing, but this man out here moving like a ghost. Ain't nobody see him at the Platinum Palace? Really? You mean to tell me this man just slid in? Scoped the scene, followed Laz out, and nobody peeped? Man, come on. And Laz? What was he thinking getting in that car? You don't know this dude like that and you just hop in? Bro, what are you doing? But to be honest, I feel like they only wrote that whole scene just to get those two actors from the new edition. Story in the same car, y'all peeped that, right? B Mickey played Ronnie. Laz was Bobby Brown, that's why I keep calling him Bobby Brown in these breakdowns, but back to the action, B Mickey ain't playing. He dropped Laz off real quick, no hesitation. That boy's head was spinning before he even knew what hit him. And now the whole task force is on high alert. Detective Bryant? That man looking dumb as hell right now. He had so much faith in his little CI plan with Laz, thought he was about to pull a fast one. Nah. B Mickey flipped the script. Bryant didn't even want to storm the place when comms went dark. Hardy was ready to go in. But Bryant wanted to play it cool, and what happened? Laz didn't walk out, he got zipped up. So now everybody looking at Bryant like, you still think you in control? Nah bruh, that power's slipping, and it's slipping fast. Meanwhile, B Mickey's girl out here trying to talk some sense into him. Like, we got everything we need, why keep going? And she right, but B Mickey, he on a mission. He want Meech and Terry's whole empire to crumble, and this revenge mindset, it's dangerous. Because when you got nothing to lose, you'll risk everything, and that's what's happening. He don't care about the consequences no more. He just want results, and he willing to get his hands dirty to get them. Now let's talk about the calm before the storm. Lamar, oh, you thought he was gone. Nah, don't get comfortable. The moment they started teasing his return in the trailer, I knew something wicked was coming. He ain't show up in this episode, but best believe he's coming back with a vengeance. And who's target number one? Yup, B Mickey. See, Lamar got a history of catching people off guard. He don't care about rules, codes, or consequences. Kids, families, it's all fair game to him. And now that we know he's lurking in the shadows again, everybody needs to be on high alert, B Mickey especially, because Lamar don't warn. He just show up in wreck shop, and with all this chaos swirling around, you can feel the tension between Meech and Terry hitting a boiling point once again. These brothers ain't seeing eye to eye. Terry focused on keeping the business clean. He tired of the music drama, especially after what happened with Purdy. He sees it as a liability. And to be honest, he's not wrong. That whole music hustle brought nothing but problems. They got emotionally attached, distracted, and now they cleaning up messes. Meanwhile, Meech still trying to move like a visionary, thinking long term. But in the short term, they bleeding and they need to tighten up before they end up losing it all. 8. Now let's get into the mess that is Nicole and Lucille, because that household was on fire this episode. First off, Nicole was not playing with her mama. She came at Lucille with that energy, where the money at, and you could feel it, right? The betrayal, the frustration, all that built up tension exploded, and Lucille, man, she out here moving foul, taking the stash money, spending it on food, clothes, and then donating it to the church like she's some kind of holy saint. Girl, please. That ain't no blessing, that's straight up theft. And the church wasn't even trying to hear it either. The moment they found out what was up, they hit her with that side eye like, Gnosis. Where you really get this money? And when they started pressing her, Lucille got tight. She ain't like being confronted, but what you expect, you can't Be dipping in dirty money and expect folks to treat you like Mother Teresa, but the real twist? That moment when Nicole's water broke, yeah, out of nowhere, just like that. Chaos turned into a connection. That tension between Lucille and Nicole started to melt a little. It was a quick shift. But it was real. That pain, that vulnerability, it brought Em closer, and you could see it. Lucille snapped out of that defensive mode and stepped into mama mode. She was scared, but she was there. So even though Lucille been wildin' with that money, maybe, just maybe, this baby might be the thing that helps them rebuild, cause let's be real. Their relationship this season, shaky as hell, lot of bitterness, lot of pain. But sometimes it takes a crisis to remind you what really matters, and that baby coming. That was the reminder. Now back to the streets, because your boy Trill? He's still walking around like he untouchable, and at this point, it's getting disrespectful. How many bodies gotta drop before somebody handles him? Purdy gone. B Mickey out here wildin'. The team divided. And Trill just chillin' in the middle of all this mess like he ain't the root of the chaos. Nah. We need that Trill pack rolled up immediately. The longer he stays alive, the more damage he's gonna do. And trust, he knows exactly what he's doing. Dude ain't dumb. He playing both sides, planting traps and watching folks fall right into M. And the worst part? Ain't nobody moving on him yet. Like, what's the holdup? He already crossed the line. There's no going back, so what we waiting for, Meech? Gotta step up and make that call. I get it, he trying to balance being a leader with being calculated, but sometimes, you gotta remind folks why you the boss. Trill been running reckless for too long and everybody's paying the price. Every minute he breathes is another minute something worse can happen, and trust me, it will. This ain't one of those villains that just fade out quietly. Nah, Trill gonna try to go out big, so either Meech stops him now or pays for it later. And if you ask me, it's already too late. The damage is done, now it's just about survival. Speaking of survival, let's go back to Detective Bryant for a minute, because that man, he's spiraling. The whole situation with Laz exposed just how weak his grip on things really is. He thought he was running the operation. Thought he could outsmart B Mickey, control the chaos, and still keep his hands clean. But now Laz is dead, Hardy breathing down his neck, and the department looking at him like, you sure you know what you're doing? The answer, hell no. Bryant been moving messy since season 1. And now it's all catching up to him, and you know what? I ain't mad at it. He played both sides too long. And now he's stuck in the middle with blood on his hands and nowhere to hide. Let's see how long he lasts before he folds. And let's not forget, all of this is leading to something bigger. You can feel it. The tension in every scene, the looks characters give each other, the little details. This ain't just random drama, nah, this is build-up. We in the storm's eye right now. Everything calm on the surface, but underneath? It's ready to blow. B Mickey going rogue, Meech and Terry clashing, Lucille slipping, Trill scheming, Lamar waiting in the wings, and Bryant, he about to collapse under pressure. Everybody's on edge, and nobody's safe. So what's next? That's the scary part, because with only 2 episodes left, you know they about to start dropping bombs, and I ain't talking little twists. I'm talking game-changing moments, folks switching sides, unexpected deaths, plotlines getting flipped, and based on how this episode ended, yeah, we're heading straight into war. No more stalling, no more build-up, it's about to go down. And if you ain't ready, you better catch up quick, because when the next episode hits, ain't nobody walking out clean, ain't y'all now. Let's dig a little deeper into the split between Meech and Terry, because this divide right here, it's starting to look permanent, and honestly, it's been building for a minute from the jump. Meech been the visionary, flashy, ambitious. Always looking at the big picture, he wants to grow the empire. Build a name that stretches coast to coast, but Terry, he more grounded. He focused on the logistics, the money, the risks. He don't care about the shine. He just wants security, structure, and survival. And now, that difference in mindset, it's causing cracks in the foundation. You could feel it this episode. That conversation they had about the music business, that wasn't just about music. That was about direction, about trust, about leadership. Terry's sick of the distractions, and let's be real, Purdy was a major one. She came in with dreams and drama, and now she gone, leaving nothing but problems behind. And Terry looking at Meech like, this what your vision got us, see? Terry ain't built for the emotional attachments, he all about the numbers, but Meech? He moves off loyalty and big moves. And now, they both feeling the pressure, every decision feels like a risk. Every step forward feels like it might be the one that breaks them apart for good, and the thing is, the streets can smell that tension, enemies can see when the leaders ain't in sync, and right now, Meech and Terry being out of sync, that's blood in the water. It's giving folks like Trill the opening they need. And if they don't lock it down soon, the whole operation could come crumbling. There's no room for egos right now. They need each other more than ever, but pride. Pride'll get you killed in this game. Now let's talk about Charles, because for once, he was actually bringing a little peace to the storm. That studio scene? It was good to see him smiling again. Finally stepping up for his boys, finally feeling like he belonged to something. That moment where he picked up the guitar and vibed out with the crew, that was real. Ain't no faking that after all the chaos at home. After all the pain he's caused Lucille and Nicole. You could tell he needed that, just a second to breathe. To feel like himself again. But let's be real, that little spark of peace? It's not gonna last long, not in this world, not with everything falling apart around them. Because while Charles is finding his rhythm, Lucille is out here spiraling. Like we already said. Stealing that money and throwing it to the church like it's blood money redemption? That ain't gonna save her, and she knows it. That's why she was so defensive when the church folks came at her. It wasn't about the donation, it was about her guilt. She trying to do good with dirty money. But deep down she know that don't work, and with Nicole now having a baby on the way, the stakes just got higher. Lucille can't afford to keep slipping. That family's already on the edge, and one more mistake could push them off the cliff. Now let's not forget Detective Bryant's slow-motion downfall, man. The way he sat there trying to justify why he trusted Laz, it was almost sad to watch. Like, bro, you thought you had this whole thing under control. You thought using a CI would give you the upper hand. But now, you just another cop who got somebody killed. And trust, Hardy ain't about to let that slide. Dude been side-eyeing Bryant all season. He been waiting for a slip-up, and now he got it. Laz is gone, and there's no coming back from that, and you can already tell. The department ain't gonna cover for Bryant much longer. He on his own, but here's the thing, a desperate man is dangerous, and Bryant, he desperate now. That fear, that shame, that pressure, it's gonna push him to do something reckless. And when that happens, somebody's getting caught in the crossfire. Could be Mickey. Could be Meech, could be somebody innocent. But one thing's for sure, Bryant's not walking away clean. His hands already dirty, now he just trying to keep them from getting soaked in blood. Let's shift to Mickey again, because this man right here, he off the leash. That hit on Laz wasn't just a message, it was a declaration. He's fully committed now, he done crossed every line, and the wild part, he don't even seem fazed. He ain't hiding, he ain't running, he's standing 10 toes down in the chaos, daring anybody to step to him, and the crazy thing, nobody's stepped yet. It's like everybody watching, waiting, trying to figure out his next move. But y'all know Mickey, he ain't moving like a man who's scared. He moving like a man with nothing left to lose, and that makes him the most dangerous person in this whole show. He knows where all the bodies are buried. He knows how Meech and Terry move, he knows what buttons to push. And now, with nothing holding him back, he might be the one to bring everything crashing down. Unless Lamar gets to him first, and trust, Lamar's not coming back to negotiate. He's coming to destroy, and if Mickey in the way, he won't hesitate. It's wild, because this whole episode had this eerie tension under it, like everybody pretending to be normal, trying to go about their business, but you can feel it in the air. The calm before the storm, the smiles that don't reach the eyes, the silence before the shot. And when that next episode hits, yeah, all hell's breaking loose. 8. Now let's circle back to the weight Meech is carrying, because you can see it all in his face, in his moves, in how he talking to folks now. This man got the weight of the empire on his back, and with every episode, it's like that weight getting heavier. Purdy's death ain't just another loss. It's a crack in the foundation of the whole operation that girl represented. The dream Meech was trying to build. He wanted to flip the game, diversify, make BMF something bigger than just the streets. But what happened? It blew up in his face, and now, that dream slipping through his fingers. Meech ain't dumb, he sees what's happening, his team falling apart, Terry ain't vibing with him. Mickey done turned into a damn assassin. Lucille stealing church money, Charles barely holding it together. And now Trill, this snake, still slithering around untouched. So when Meech looked around in this episode, you could tell. He's starting to realize just how alone he really is, and it ain't just about the business no more, it's about survival. Everybody wants something from him, some want protection, some want revenge, some want his throne. And the only one fighting to keep it all together is Meech. Now, let's talk about Trill's game. Because this dude, he's the silent cancer, eating at the crew from the inside. He ain't loud, he ain't flashy, but he deadly. And the way he handled Purdy, cold-blooded. Ain't no emotion, no remorse, just a power move. And you already know he got more in the chamber. Dude been making small moves, planting seeds, watching em grow. And while everybody else distracted by the chaos, Trill stacking up plays. And if Meech don't smoke him soon, this man gon' make his move, and when he do, it's gon' be loud. See, Trill understands something Meech forgot. Fear controls more than loyalty. And right now, Trill got folks scared to challenge him, scared to make a move. And that's dangerous, because when fear takes over the block, loyalty fades real quick. People start flipping. Lines get crossed, and the ones you thought were solid, they start looking real shaky. Meech better open his eyes before the people closest to him start turning one by one. Meanwhile, Terry's still fighting to keep the operation clean, but it's getting messy and he know it. That's why he's so focused on getting away from the music side of things. He sees the damage it caused with Purdy. He sees the distractions pulling them off track, and now, every time Meech starts talking about expansion or legacy, Terry looking at him like, bro, we still in survival mode, and he not wrong, they bleeding from every direction, legal pressure, snitchies, internal beef. Dead weight, ain't no room for vision right now. It's about locking things down before they get wiped out. And now Terry got Nicole and Lucille back in the spotlight. Lucille out here breaking commandments while Nicole trying to hold the family together with a baby on the way. It's too much. And Terry's watching it all fall apart while trying to hold down the empire. That kind of pressure, it makes a man snap. We've seen it in others. Now we watching it creep into Terry's eyes too. And let's not forget Hardy and them Red Dogs still on the prowl. They not backing off. Laz's death lit a fire under them, and now every corner, every call, every transaction, it's under the microscope. And with Bryant losing control, you already know Hardy gone step in with force. He not about to let another body drop on his watch. So now, Meech and Terry not just fighting the streets. They fighting the law, and the law is coming strong. What's wild though is how B. Mickey still moving like he invisible after everything he did. He's still out here like it's just another day. Dude out here smiling in the shadows like he don't feel the heat on his back, but it's coming. Whether it's from Lamar, from Meech, or from the cops, that pressure gon' crush him. Ain't no escaping what he did. He crossed every line, broke every code, and the game always catches up. Now let's talk about the real wild card, Lamar, his return. That's gon' flip everything. See, Lamar ain't just another enemy, he's chaos, he's violence with no purpose. He don't play chess, he flips the whole board, and with him coming back, everybody's in danger. B. Mickey, Meech, Terry, even Lucille and Nicole. Nobody's safe when Lamar's on the move, and the scariest part, he thrives in the chaos. While everybody else scrambling, Lamar coming in cool, calculated and deadly. He got nothing to lose, and that makes him unstoppable. When he pops back up, it's not just gonna be a revenge play, nah, it's gonna be personal. He coming for the heart, the family, the foundation, and when that happens, somebody's getting taken out. He don't miss, he don't forgive, and he sure as hell don't forget. The streets know when it's about to go down, and this episode had that feeling, that something big is coming energy. Like everybody trying to tie up loose ends before the storm hits. Meech trying to hold down the front, Terry watching his back, Lucille clinging to faith, B. Mickey walking the edge, Trill stacking plays, and Lamar creeping in the dark. It's all building, all boiling, and the lid's about to blow clean off. Now this last section right here, this where it all comes to a head, because everybody's next move is life or death. Ain't no room for hesitation no more. Meech is standing at the crossroads of empire and destruction. He builds BMF on loyalty, on vision, on being 10 steps ahead. But now, loyalty getting tested, vision getting blurred, and he not ahead of anything. He playing catch up. And in this game, catch up gets you caught and killed. Everybody wants a piece of Meech. And he knows it. That look in his eyes, that's the look of a man who knows he running out of time. Terry, on the other hand, feels like he already gone. Like mentally, he halfway out the game. He don't want to be king of the streets. He just want to survive. He wants safety for his daughter, he wants peace for his family, but peace don't come cheap. And in this life, it don't come at all. He knows that. That's why he always looking over his shoulder, because even if he walks away tomorrow, his name still ring in them streets, that blood on his hands, it don't wash off, and deep down, he's scared, not just of getting caught, but of losing himself completely. Now let's talk about Lucille, because she's walking on shattered glass. That money she took from BMF to donate to the church, that wasn't redemption, it was desperation. And now that guilt is eating her alive. She knows she wrong, she know that money was dirty, and she know it ain't gonna bring her soul peace. So now she trapped between her pride, her faith, and the reality of what her sons have become. And the worst part, she did it thinking she could save something, but all she did was add more fire to an already burning house. When Nicole finds out, when Meech finds out, it's gon' be a wrap. That might be the final crack that breaks the whole Flannery family for good. B. Mickey? That man is a walking time bomb. At this point, he ain't got no more friends. No more loyalty, no more backup. He made his bed, now he laying in it. Surrounded by ghosts and enemies, the streets don't respect what he did, they fear it. But fear don't last. Somebody always comes harder. Someone always comes crazier, and with Lamar back on the chessboard, B. Mickey better watch his six. Because when Lamar show up, he don't give warnings, he gives bodies. And B. Mickey got a big red target on his back, and we can't ignore the storm building on the law enforcement side. Hardy is not playing games, he sees the corruption, he sees the bodies, and after Laz? He done with the politics, dude is moving like a man on a mission. And he got that look like he gone burn the whole damn city down to get justice. Bryant tried to play both sides, but he ran out of time, and now Hardy's taking over, he ain't bending. He ain't compromising, and once he gets enough dirt, he pulling everyone down, Meech, Terry, B. Mickey, even Bryant himself. This episode was like a calm hurricane, everybody moving, everybody plotting, everybody watching. But nobody striking yet. That yet is the scariest part, because when the first bullet flies, it's gone start a chain reaction nobody can control. And that's where Lamar comes in, he's the one who gone trigger it all, and once that fire starts, BMF ain't never gonna be the same again. So now the questions hang heavy, who gon' survive? Who gon' betray who gon' walk away, and who gon' get carried? Will Meech finally smoke Trill before it's too late? Will Terry make it out before the feds close in? Will Lucille break down completely, or try to hold the family together? One last time, will B. Mickey die for the streets he betrayed, and what's Lamar's next move? Because if you know Lamar, you know it's about to be bloody. This show ain't slowing down, every episode is sharper, darker, heavier, and now we standing at the edge, one move away from total collapse. One mistake away from full-on war. Ain't no more build-up, ain't no more peace talks. The next episode, that's when the reckoning begins. Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all think gon' be the first to fall. Who's still standing when the smoke clears, and who you riding with, Meech, Terry, or somebody else? Don't hold back, cause we into deep now, and if you thought this episode was wild, just wait. BMF season 4 ain't done with us yet.